Starting the pod. 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 Ooh.
Those Addies.
Addy brain.
I was thinking about that. Just because all the stuff I feel like I have to do and want to make better choices and whatever. And I said, maybe I should try that.
I was thinking, yeah, it's so crazy because I was talking to...
You know, you've said only a positive experience from it. So it's like, would I have a positive experience from it?
Are you trying to kill yourself sometimes?
No.
No, I think one... Oh, because we talked about this on the pod is why I wanted to bring it up. About like self-deprecating humor.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're not like that much. But...
I think I usually do the fake braggadocious humor. I think
I
do that more.
Yeah, I love fake brags. But yeah, sometimes I say bad stuff about myself, but part of it is just like the shock value of it. But I would say this is actually kind of a common thing, not self-deprecating humor, but a low opinion of yourself. And maybe it goes into what you're saying. Because you have so many little failures over the course of your life, you know, you're just like, you know, you're kind of like, I suck at this, I suck at this other thing.
Right.
I never do anything right, you know. Fail at all these small tasks. And so then what happens is even your big successes in life, and there's things I'm, you know, genuinely proud of and happy about myself. Mm-hmm. Those all are undercut by all the ways you're screwing up all the time. Is what it feels like, and a lot of times just is. And your way of dealing with a person's way of dealing with that is really, unique to them. But for me, it's sort of like it became like, when people say like radical acceptance or whatever, mm-hmm. and it's like, I feel like I'm a person who's really accepting of my own like shortcomings, and not in a bad way. I just have a sort of objective sense of like, yeah, there's things that aren't great about me or don't, whatever.
All right.
And because I have a lot of acceptance in those things, it allows me to
not ever change them.
Well, that too. But
I really thought that's where you were going.
Well, I
feel like I could do that.
Well, it's all about stuff that you feel like you can't change. So that's in there too. Because that is the biggest thing. My biggest disappointment over the last like 5 years in figuring out, and the things that really pushed me to actually like look outside myself for a change and like a chemical change, was really feeling like, hey, I'm approaching 40 years old and this is who I am. And I've tried everything I've known. I read every book, blah, 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 to change my habits and like create some momentum in my life. And it's just, I have not done it and I cannot do it. So either I need to accept this is what my life is going to be, which sucks.
Yeah.
So I either need to accept this is what my life is going to be, or I need to go a different direction than I been going.
Yeah.
And so that is what led me to medicine, because medicine was just like, okay, it's either medicine or nothing. And anyways, but what I was saying, so because you have so many failures, and my way of dealing with them is acceptance, and it just said like, okay, I guess I'm a loser in some, or whatever.
Yeah.
But that allows you to make jokes, because
Yeah.
then you're just turning them into jokes, and they don't make you feel bad because inside you've already accepted. So you can say the worst thing.
Yeah, you feel fine.
Yeah, yeah. I can say the worst thing about myself, but I'm literally saying it maybe for the shock value or whatever, or the humor of it, because, it's just like those roasts. It's like, you can't say anything that's going to hurt me because I already either feel that way about myself, but it's not like I'm down on myself. Right. It's just like I'm objectively like, yeah, I guess I'm not perfect at everything, or whatever, So it is kind of funny, but I know like Tammy, she does not like me saying anything negative about myself, but it's like, I don't actually think that. I'm just saying,
Yeah, I'm that way. I don't like people, and I also don't like when people say, "Oh, sorry," for like something that they did, where like they don't need to apologize.
Be glad you're not married to Tammy then.
Well, I had to like get used to it, and like Lauren would do it, and she's like, "Sorry, blah blah," and like, it's like, you don't have to be sorry. She's like, "I'm not sorry." I'm like, you just said. It's just like a habit, it's just like a habit of speech instead of actually like a feeling.
Yeah. I feel like it's definitely a common like girl thing.
Yeah.
But that just comes from also being socially conscious too.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you don't say it
like,
because you don't care.
It was like millennials don't say you're welcome.
Yeah.
Because then that like acknowledges that I'm doing this thing. I'm like putting myself out to help you when you say thank you for something. Like, so I do a thing, you say thank you. If I say you're welcome, I'm acknowledging that like I was put out by it. And if I say no problem, then it's like I'm not. I didn't get put out by it. Yeah. You don't need to say that. We're even.
And then the other person's like, I didn't say it was a problem or whatever.
Yeah. And so, but then there's like an older generation where it's like they want you to say you're welcome.
Yeah. Doesn't mean except you're welcome.
Something about being a demigod.
Anyways, that just struck me the other day about self-deprecating because we were talking about weight, because I said a few things related to that area on here, like made jokes about that, and I do remember in my mind you were like, don't say that, or whatever, maybe didn't like it, or not didn't like it, but
yeah, maybe I didn't like it. You're beautiful.
But I actually, you know what? Let me delve into this pool a little bit
delve or dive in the pool if you want.
I'm going to do both. I'm going to dive and then I'm going to delve. Of things I don't like about myself.
Okay.
And one of the things is, I've talked about many times on the podcast before, is I wear a size 14 shoe, and sometimes in Nikes even 15, and it pisses me off. Mm-hmm. That's too much. 14 I can live with, but 15, that's just
atrocious.
Yeah, it's gross.
What are you, some O lineman for the Cincinnati Bengals?
If I was 7 feet tall, that would be fine. But yes, I've had to have radical acceptance around, and I guess I don't. I was going to say I have to have radical acceptance around the size of my feet. And I was just talking to Tammy about, there's some, like, everything about my fashion from the waist down.
I just got reminded. I probably have a similar story with these shoes.
And sometimes from the waist up, but it's all about like minimize. Like, you can't wear the chunky shoes. You can't wear big crazy ones.
Mm-hmm.
When skinny jeans are in,
Although Lauren says I can, but I don't actually believe her.
yes, I think the one size down from me and the 1.75 inches you have on me
Makes it so I can wear chunky shoes?
makes a big difference.
They're 14s.
You have other ones that are 13s.
Yeah, if the brand is correct.
Actually, every once in a while, I find a 13 in a brand, and I'm just like, I gotta buy 7 of these, you know,
To make you feel good about yourself.
But yeah, everything about all my fashion choices is just around like minimizing the size of my feet.
And also, like, yeah, Lauren was one that convinced me to get not black shoes.
Yeah, yeah, that's another one too. And so, one of the things that happens when you have big feet is that certain styles they end at 13.
Mm-hmm.
The cool ones.
Yeah, the foamy shark sandals that are on Instagram.
Yeah, you can go find
11 is the top.
You can go find like 10,000 different variations of Nikes in an 11.
Yeah.
But go up to 14. Maybe Nike is not a good example, but go up to a 14
In any brand.
and you got freaking baseball cleats and
football cleats.
football cleats and, you know, a bright red basketball shoe.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, no, this is
Some
not
like Kyrie 7s that didn't sell because they were a weird color.
exactly. So, and then
Exactly.
and then you end up having, and so then you're just like, okay, where can I find a cool shoe?
Yeah, so you go to Aldo, you know, at the mall, literally just a shoe store. You walk in there. Oh, okay, can I get this shoe in a 14, whatever? We don't make that. I was like, okay, which ones do you have in a 14? We don't make any
None.
of them in 14.
Yeah.
A whole store.
Yeah, you can't even go to a whole store. So instead, listen to this. You got to go to freaking bigshoes.com.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Listen to Zappos.
Well, there's Zappos too, but sometimes Zappos has just like, well, once it got bought by Amazon,
Too much crap.
it started going downhill, and then you just can only find the most basic things on there.
Yeah.
So then, but the whole thing is just like, I don't want basic things my whole life.
Yeah.
And so you just go like, I got to try to branch out.
I don't want a black and white Chuck Taylor in a 14. Because also those Chuck Taylors make you look like you have clown feet if you have a size 14.
Oh, the Chuck Taylors are too skinny.
And then they have the big white toe that just accentuates.
Yes, I know. See?
And they have like 40 more lace holes because they go all the way down. And people are like, the scale's off.
So then you go to freaking bigshoes.com. And let me tell you, people, does that make you feel good? No.
Because what's on all there? All the extra wide shoes for all the 600-pound people.
Oh, yeah.
With the Velcro.
Extra wide shoes are definitely on there. But actually, I went on bigshoes.com, and it was my first time on there. And they actually had some cool shoes. And one of them was this Vans shoe right here.
Because I've been looking at these. Let me see.
Have you seen this?
No, and I didn't know about bigshoes.com.
Feel them on the inside, dog.
Ooh, soft. Feel the performance.
They're going to be like 1,000 degrees.
Insulation. Yeah, so Vans came out with these, what you would call snow boot-esque Vans. Yeah, MTE, made for the elements. It was a new thing that they started. And I walk into the Vans store. And they're like, and I'm like, oh, I think I was looking I was looking at the ones that were like army green. And now they have like this chunky snow boot sole, more grippy than the flat waffle Vans Classic. And
that's one of the great things about Vans. Their waffle is in every shoe, no matter what. Yeah. It's the same size waffle.
So they updated the waffle, and now it's more knobby for the snow. And it's supposed to be like kind of waterproof.
Have you tried their like
It's got
athletic
hydro.
one?
Yeah, which they never make in your size either.
Yeah, I know.
It's supposed to be insulated, slip-proof, water-resistant, da-da-da-da-da. I go in there. Yeah, they don't make those in 14s.
No,
any of them.
They don't.
So where'd you get this rarity?
BigShoes.com.
Dang.
BigShoes.com.
I'm going
Sponsor
there.
the pod.
I'm going there tonight. Please sponsor the pod. Because I literally was looking for exactly these. And so my Vans that I'm wearing, the classic.
You want to buy these off me?
Yeah.
I haven't worn them yet.
$250.
No, dude. They're like $80, maybe $100.
What? The regular size of those? Regular? Yeah, like way up there. 180, 200.
They're probably just trying to get them off the shelf.
Well, they never put them on the shelf.
This is the junk bond of shoes, man.
They never put them on the shelf. So I got the classic Vans high top. I forget what they call this one. It's your regular old classic Vans high top. I wanted the one that was black leather with the gum sole, the brown gum sole.
I'd let you buy them if they actually fit.
And no, I don't want this one. I want brown.
These are brown.
I don't want brown, I said. But they didn't make like the cool one in 14. They only made this full black one. Because you also know what I don't like, and also a reason I don't want those is suede on shoes.
Oh, yeah. I kind of like when it gets kind of nasty, so.
No, I don't like that. So I wanted the black leather high top Vans that they don't make in a 14.
I bought customs so many times. I know they're more expensive, but.
Yeah. Well, even then, it's like they don't have all the same materials sometimes. And it's.
Dude, you are speaking my language.
These were, the minimum Vans price of like whatever, 60 to 80
okay,
bucks.
95.
60 to 80 bucks. Still, I'm serious. Those were over $150.
I know. Okay, let's go on here right now. We're just doing it for the pod.
So I had to settle for the all black canvas instead of leather.
.com.
High top, which I didn't want. I'm not some metal kid anymore.
$10 off your first, or 10% off your first order.
MTE.
That I didn't see because I somehow navigated it without.
Look up wait.
Oh, because I did it at work and it blocked the pop-up.
Oh. Wait, are you looking at bigshoes.com or Vans?
Yeah. I'll just go to Vans on bigshoes.com.
Okay, and I'll go to the regular Vans store.
Right. Oh, I've been on there all the time.
That's what I'm saying.
They got crap.
The price.
Yeah, see, they have some of the ultra range ones, the athletic ones.
What?
I mean, they have all those.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got some athletic ones. They got freaking yellow ones and pink ones. Those are never on there.
Okay, so what's
a bunch of athletic
the
ones.
ultra range? How much was that athletic one?
They're all 100.
Okay, they're 100 on here too. But find that boot again.
Buttigieg. Well, they're getting rid of that one. That's clearance though, but that's 70.
I'm down for clearance.
But look they got chunk on there for 100.
Yeah, MTE.
That's what I'm
the
saying.
chunk.
Okay, maybe I bought the last chunk because they don't have any more.
Dang. I did not know about bigshoes.com. I should have.
I didn't either. I think I may have put it in freaking Google Shopping.
I wonder if they're not selling them anymore. Because now, when they first came out, they were over.
Okay, but
they were like this, $135.
Yeah, but that's
now
the
I'm seeing them for sale.
But exactly, that's what you and I are talking about, though. It's just like you can't just go and pick it up. You have to go 3 years later when there's a dust-covered box on it.
Originally $150, now $80 for these.
Oh, that's good.
Look at the size isn't even listed on the website. It goes up to 13.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not like they had it and they're out of it. It's never even listed. So the fact that these even exist in our hand right now is insane to me.
freaking should be
Like is it
this
fake?
should be
Is it a fake?
national treasure? Oh wait, I didn't even look. The size.
14.
Oh yeah, 14.
No, but is it like
What if
a
they
fake?
lied to me?
What if they're not actually Vans? Someone just makes them.
Oh, I did
That's what I'm
see.
saying.
I did see ones on there that were like a. Oh no, they weren't on there. It was a different site.
Copy.
A collab, like, but they call it a collab. But
Oh, like
it
a
was really
G-Shock John Mayer collab.
G-Shock. Yeah.
That's what I want. The G-Shock John Mayer watch.
Oh, watch. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
G-Shock. I was in
Okay,
shoe
so
mode.
Michael's trying the shoe on. What do you think?
It's good. It does because it's got the insulation. It's
Yeah,
a little
so
bit
it's
tighter.
insulated.
Here.
It looks a little thicker than mine.
That definitely looks thicker.
But that almost looks better. It looks like more natural and less like a ski.
Yeah. Triple C thick.
Yeah. Thickums.
I'm trying to get into more boot type shoes.
Yeah.
I got some other ones in the closet. I don't know if I'm
Booties?
going to keep them. Here, I'm going to have you look at them. Tell me if I should keep them or not.
Okay.
Edit this out.
Edit this out. I can't even believe like you have those. Like I don't even believe they exist. Ask me what you want to ask me.
I don't want to be 100% like outdoor boot guy,
Mm-hmm.
but those are Adidas freaking.
Collab with Terex.
But I like wearing the upper, but the whole problem is, like we're saying, usually you get a basketball shoe that looks like it's overly
Weird cut.
chunk.
No,
Yeah, and
these
a
are
weird,
still slim enough.
Yeah,
In terms
exactly,
of size
that's-
and shape,
That's
size
what
and
I was
shape,
thinking.
I approve. I would want to change the laces. Right now they're orange, but this is my personal.
Yeah.
I would not want the orange and
It's a
black
little too
laces.
outdoorsy.
It's outdoorsy. Hunter orange / black laces. It does have the hunter orange stripe on the sole. Traction with an X. That's what I would have to see.
But-
Also, like I said, suede. Not into it. That's what's throwing me off.
But
Have you walked in?
I'm going for a Pacific Northwest trash though. That's what I'm. So I
You're
need
there. With these boots, I mean.
Oh. These are a little tight in the.
In the what?
Oh,
Arch?
what the heck?
In the arch or in the...
Did I not try these on?
Uh-oh.
Oh, I haven't kept. No. I can still return these.
Too small?
They are. No, you know what? I bought another pair almost just like this. Feel in the back. They got a Oh, that's
that
less
thing
than
comes too
No,
forward?
feel that in the inside.
It comes too far forward?
It's way down. Okay, here's another thing that happens in the shoes. You small-footed people who just life is so
Plebes.
freaking easy.
Plebes.
What happens is they measure a freaking size 9 or whatever, and then they put it in their CNC. What's it? No,
Yeah.
no, that's the water
Metal
cutter.
Yeah.
What's it called?
CAD.
Yeah, you put it in your CAD, and you times it times,
Scale up.
50%, 1.5. And then you think you have a size 14 shoe, and that's not how it works.
You still don't have this little baby heel back here. Is
Yeah.
that pad like in the middle of your heel?
Yeah, exactly.
I can tell. I can tell without even putting my foot in it.
Fail.
That's
that's a
like
fail.
I even have gotten like extra large socks, and where they put the heel is wrong,
I know.
in my opinion.
Yeah, I am.
And I'm not buying the flat tube sock without a heel.
I know.
I'd give those a 6.
Wow, really? I'm about 9 on style with these, but I'm about
Well,
4.
suede
on-
is huge for me. A big no.
Oh,
They
yeah, I
look
guess it
almost too much like Green Boots, who's stuck on Mount Everest with his dead body with his boots sticking out to me.
is. Oh no, I would never be stuck on Mount Everest.
That's where I'm lost.
I would never
on
be
it.
go because I had no motivation in my life until
That's where I'm lost.
39. And you think I'm going to change now? No.
Because you know what I want? Let me see if I can find this.
BigShoes.com. Dude, BigShoes.com. What a life. What a life we live.
There's a version of this. I'm not going to spend the time finding the color way of this, but the Jordan 3.
And they're for men. Sorry.
The Jordan 3.
Yeah.
There's a black, mostly black version that I really like. I mean, even the 4 I like.
Okay. I got a gripe.
But I feel like it would just be like crazy huge clown shoes
I
on me.
know. And this is not about you. But I will say...
BigShoes.com, that's what it is.
Yeah. I will say that one thing that bothers me is you have to have a little tiny bit of athleticism in your bones if you are going to wear Jordans, even as the freaking stylish thing to wear.
Yeah.
And
you can't be...
just because they're cool and just because they're $500 and you wear them to BF on a Sunday morning... doesn't mean they look good on you. You have to exude a little bit of body confidence and not just have the ability to pay for shoes. I just think of either Sean Lacombe or
We're looking at the DC
Brandon,
court
or
graphic.
Brandon Duncan.
Oh, yeah, Brandon Duncan.
He always has
They got
those,
golf
man.
shoes on here. Callaway Solanas.
Dude, it's 13.
They got Big Hoss Rushmore Comp Toe Western boots.
Oh, man. They got 13 and up. Oh, you know there's some rodeo guys looking
It's
for
14 and up.
Is it 14 now?
Yeah. Sorry, losers with 13 or less.
Anyways, a lot of work boots.
Oh, here we go. Nike Air Force High black strap 124.
Shop by shoe size. It's on their main page.
Yeah, but then when I hit the menu, it was 14 and up.
Look at it. Okay, I'll click by... ding. Maybe they don't have any 13s right now.
Click the menu on the top left.
I know, I see
And
what
then
you're
click
saying.
on size. It's 14 only.
Weird. You can get... This is what I'm talking about, people. What's the first thing that comes up when you click 13?
A hockey skate or a dancing dress shoe.
Those are the two they have. I'm literally hard.
That's how it is when you go to Nordstrom Rack.
Freaking hockey skate.
It's like a bright orange Adidas, with the big
that's
white
hilarious.
toe. This is fun if you're trying to be a boot guy. CV's Mammoth boot. I like that.
Oh yeah, what's that brand?
CV's.
Oh yeah, I might have looked at those before.
Ooh, comes in also black.
Yeah, I like those. Yeah, that's kind of more the style I'm liking, like an ankle boot type of thing, not a high boot,
Not a
more
hiking boot.
more like an ankle boot. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to check this out. Especially they got sales and everything.
I know.
Shoot.
They're just trying to get these. It's probably made by a couple of big-footed guys who are just like,
Yeah.
here we can get stuff off the shelves that's sitting around the US of A, and we can provide a service for people like us.
Yeah.
I bet they have a freaking About Us, and it's gonna
They
say
even have some clothes.
it's gonna say, "Hey, my name is Big. All my friends call me Big John," and then you're gonna
Big
go,
Nate's
"Yep,
card shop.
yep, this guy's Big John, and he's got freaking big feet."
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Here we go. Some Grant Hill Fila's. The crazy
Those
colored
are
ones
two- those
are
are-
still on here.
Those are a little too Wakanda for me.
We got Kyrie 5s on here for $92 on sale. Anyway, we don't need to just scroll on here.
Anyway, what a day.
Timberland Pros.
What a day. Good
Those would
things
actually be
coming
good
my
for
way.
work. They actually come in.
Well, that's the
black.
thing. This is what, if you have big feet, this is what you got to do. You have to find a brand that works for your feet and freaking
Hands.
go find wherever you can find the lowest price on the internet
Yeah,
for the shoe you want.
for
It
sure.
stinks.
That's how I feel about clothes. I got the Shockaware tees as I'm wearing right now.
Yeah.
Oh shoot! I thought this wasn't a snap. I almost just ripped it off. I got another flannel that snaps.
Will's in the horsehair tonight.
I got these Shockaware tees. I also got the sweatshirt and sweatpants. The extra large fits me perfectly, in my opinion. I have, I believe, 10 of them, all different colors, and because they're cheap too.
That's hilarious.
They're cheap. I got white, black, green, tan, navy, teal, maroon, gray, blue.
Well, you know what else is full size besides Will's
Other
body
green.
and my feet? Is this episode.
Yeah. Super size. Super size me.
Oh, wait. I just saw something today that was like when that guy was talking about McDonald's like killing his liver or whatever.
Mhm.
Turns out he was like an alcoholic for
Oh,
5 years before he even
the
did.
super size me guy?
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
And so his liver was all probably from drinking, not from McDonald's.
Well, all I know is I can't button these jeans I'm wearing.
Oh, I've been
So we're going to keep moving forward.
hair tie.
Hair tie.
You do a hair tie.
Zip tie.
You go hair tie around the button, through the hole, back around the button. Boom. You got an extra.
I just do
Inch and a
no.
half some
I just
days.
do no button and then the belt where I want it.
That works too. You can put too much pressure on your zipper that way, though.
It's button fly.
Oh, okay. There
So
you go.
I'm like 4 out of 5 on buttons right now.
How far are you? Four out of 5 buttons.
Yeah. So next week maybe I'll button my pants.
You list your waist size and the number of buttons.
Oh yeah. Thanks for listening to the Bad Brothers podcast.
Bad Buttons podcast.
That we never introduce at the beginning of the podcast anymore. So you never know what you're listening to.
They see it in the app.
Hopefully you clicked on the right thing. If not, thanks for joining us and making it all the way through this episode.
And once again, apologies for Bill Hader not being in this episode.
Just start adding him in every episode.
Should call this episode Bill Hader 2.
Part 2.
You know I will. No.
Yeah.
All right.
Thanks for listening. Like and subscribe.
Mm, 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 mm.